Hey, what's up? It's your girl Teairra Marie, and you are watching The Drama Queen on Miss Drama Queen TV.
To fill up a drink for me, to fill up a tank for me.
It's your one and only drama queen. Of course, we got the very lovely and divine Teairra Marie talking about her next single, Sponsor, featuring Gucci Mane and Soulja Boy. First of all, hearing those names, we got to know how you held your own dealing with Gucci Mane and Soulja Boy. Now, we saw Soulja Boy in the actual video. Talk about working with him. I mean, he looked like he was trying to talk to you. What's going on?
Well, I mean, it was just a video. People took it a little too literal. It was just a video. We're friends. He's a great guy. Smart guy, you know. Mini mogul in the making, definitely.
All right. Now, with the name Sponsor, you know, there's a lot of connotations that come from that.
Yes.
Talk about the idea of what a sponsor is in this sense, just kind of for clarity purposes. And is it different than the idea? Because I've seen some comments in regards to a gold digger or anybody like that.
Well, I'm not a gold digger. I believe in working for mine. I believe in signing my checks, and whoever is distributing my check is my sponsor. And that's what a sponsor is for anybody. If you work a 9 to 5, you have a sponsor. If your man is giving you money, you have a sponsor. If your mother and father is giving you money, you have a sponsor. So basically, wherever you're getting your coins from, that's your sponsor. And I mean, it's pretty simple. That's why I didn't use the term sugar daddy.
Right. Now, talking about the sponsor aspect, I just want to go a little bit deeper. How do you feel about women being sponsors? Do you think that a woman nowadays being independent and whatnot, should be sponsoring men? How do you feel about that idea?
Should be. I mean,
should be, like, if, you know.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be, yes. Should be. I don't know. I guess I'm a little, I don't know.
If she's an advocate for him and what he's doing in his career.
If she wants to.
Okay.
That's why I say could be.
Okay.
But should be, I mean, hey, do what you want to do.
Right, of course.
But yeah, it's definitely possible for a woman to be a sponsor. Once again, I'm not using a specific sex term, as in sugar daddy or sugar mama. I'm saying sponsor, so it can be on both ends. A guy could have a female sponsor.
Okay.
It's guys have sponsors if they have jobs. So, yeah.
But you're not currently sponsoring anybody.
Oh, no.
Not at all. Okay.
No.
Now, talking about this album, because it is coming out this year,
Yes,
right?
this June.
This June. Wonderful. At that point.
Yes.
And talking a little bit about that. Now, we're hearing some of the singles. We're hearing some of the songs from it. What else can we expect? Because it seems like very upbeat, you know. It seems like you're just... I saw the Dance and Move Girls. I don't know how you're doing all that extra stuff. It's wonderful. But is that kind of the tone of the album, really upbeat, exciting music? Or
you know, I have a little bit of everything. I am a sucker for R&B. So I definitely have my R&B slow jams on there. You know, songs that, to me, one of my favorite periods in R&B was the 90s. And I have some songs on the album that reflect that. So, you know, it's definitely a little bit of everything.
Now, I mean, with the people love you. People love you. I've seen on the, you know, you go to
do that?
on the blog sites, you know, there always seem to be having something to say. You know, whether it's really good, and a lot of people do have a lot of great things, but there is the criticism.
Of course.
And you know, it's in a way it's good because of the fact that people are still talking about you.
Listen,
And people are still.
I can't live my life without criticism. Criticism is good for my soul because it lets me know that people are talking, and that's always a good thing.
Right.
You're doing something right.
So,
Something.
Right. So obviously you do pay attention to some degree of just kind of being in the know
Do
of.
I pay attention? No, I never, like, when I go on blogs, I may go and look at the pictures, but I never, ever read the comments.
You never read the comments.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just never do it. I don't want to even open myself up to doing that. You know, my team, of course, they read it because they have to watch the progress of,
Right.
you know, what's going on with the people and how they're taking to me. And, you know, they always let me know, like, oh, my God, it's really, really evolving. You know, when we first started, it was, like, all bad comments. And now they're saying, like, girl, now
Right.
you got at least 80% good,
Okay.
20% bad. So that's good to know. But I never get into it where I'm on there reading it and feeling sensitive and, you know, no.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, we definitely have seen that evolution in you. Talk about that evolution to some degree. Talk about the patience and the endurance that you've had to withstand throughout a period of time, and being the Teairra Marie that we see today.
Yes, I mean, it's all been a test. A beautiful test, though. You know, I always say no struggles, no progress. You know, that's an old saying, and I think it's one of the greatest sayings because if you don't go through things, I don't think you really learn anything. So, I mean, I've had to be super patient. You know, I've had to watch people surpass, and I had to just sit back and know that, you know, my time is coming, and just be happy and grateful for what I do have. And I think once you're, I'm not going to say content, because I'm very ambitious and I always want more, but I think once you're happy and you feel blessed no matter what, you open up avenues and more doors for yourself
Okay.
to receive more blessings.
So you're in a good place right now.
I'm in a great place right now. You know, mentally, I just stay optimistic about every situation. You know, I never let negative energy, you know, reflect what I'm doing, because if you're negative, you're going to get negative results.
Right.
If you're positive, you get positive results, you know. So I could have been very negative. I could have been very insecure coming from Rockefeller and trying to start over again on my own. You know, it definitely took some time to build my confidence back up. But that's just all a part of being human, you
Right,
know.
right.
And I'm here now. I'm at that point where I feel good about myself, good about my music, you know, and I stand behind my shit 100%. Excuse my language, but I do. I
No, you're
just felt
keeping it
very
real.
passionate about that
Right,
real
right.
fast.
No, no problem. Now, you seem to, just from like reading a little bit more and getting into kind of the things that you've been working on, have you officially been bitten by the acting bug? Because I know you've been doing some things here and there. I mean,
Yes, I've officially been bitten by the acting bud, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I just did a film called The Lottery Ticket that'll be out this summer with Bow Wow, Ice Cube, Mike Epps, Charlie Murphy,
wow.
a whole bunch of other people. And it's a comedy, and Bow Wow, he hits the lottery in the movie. And my name is Nikki Swayze in the movie. I'm the hot chick in the hood, very high maintenance. Once Nikki finds out that Kevin, Bow Wow, hits the lottery, she's on him, and that's where the comedy begins.
I can see that going a lot, very
It's
full
really
force.
funny. It's really funny. I was dying laughing every day on set.
Now, kind of just talking about that persona, I think that many people kind of, in a way, they always want to put artists in a box and say, well, this is the personality of so-and-so, or even a Teairra Marie. Can you clarify or even kind of debunk some of the misconceptions about yourself? Many I've just reading and kind of, they'll say, oh, she's very high maintenance, you know, she's bossy. I mean, what is the personality? What don't people know about Teairra Marie, or what is not true about Teairra Marie that many people may think in that sense?
Well, I'll say, instead of saying what's not true, I'll say what is true.
Okay, what is true?
I'm a very sweet, genuine, and honest person. And sometimes I can be brutally honest, which is something that I'm working on, because I don't ever mean any harm by my honesty, but sometimes it can hurt people, and I realize that. Also, I'm very family oriented. I love my friends. I love hanging out. I'm just a very down to earth kind of girl, and I'm not high maintenance at all. Not at all. Like, honey, if I was high maintenance, my house would be spick and span at all times. Honey, you come in there, it looks like a tornado hit. So, I mean, there's so many things. I'm just a normal girl, you know. I have my good days. I have my bad days. You know, I'm not perfect. And, you know, I just have to continue to be myself.
Right.
I can't. That's why I said I never feed into the negativity, because everybody has good traits and bad traits.
Okay.
So,
Now-
no, I'm not bossy. Sometimes, maybe. No.
We all have our moments.
Yeah, we all get a little bossy sometimes.
Well, with that being said, just of course promote the album that's coming up. You said in June, and then obviously this is a single sponsor that we're going to be hearing.
The new album At That Point will be in stores this June, and the new single Sponsor is out already, and it's going up the charts, and it features Gucci Mane and Soulja Boy, so request it on your local radio stations. And follow me on Twitter, Teairra_Marie.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
A baby blue medallion I just got. My feet, they speak Italian, walk so high. I told you, baby, thanks a lot. My sponsor, he go and bye-bye-bye-bye.